First this morning, the YMCA of Huntington hosting its annual Just for Kids Scholarship Dinner happening next Thursday at the Phil Cline Family YMCA.
Yeah, the evening is dedicated to raising funds for youth programs and scholarships that help support these kids to get active and reach their full potential. So joining us is Coach Chris Lane here to share more about this event and why it is important to get kids involved in programs. So great to see you.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Yes.
Super exciting dinner. And actually last year was the first dinner I was able to attend, and they had Marshall's new Marshall's new baseball coach. It was the reveal of the stadium and all that stuff. Was a phenomenal speaker. I'm even extra excited, being the basketball fan that I am, about this year's keynote speaker.
Who is it?
Which, drum roll,
big name,
is Patrick Patterson. So Patrick Patterson, if you're from this area, you've heard that name, but he won championships at Huntington High. Grew up in the YMCA Buddy League system. Went on to University of Kentucky to play, I believe, 3 years, and then went into the NBA, drafted in the first round, 2010, I believe it was, and played over a decade in the NBA. Not just played, but was a solid starter, a contributor, an anchor in many, I believe it was 5 different teams' front court. So in a really competitive era of the NBA. So super excited to hear him speak and about his experience growing up in youth sports here in this area, and how cool is it for those that have been so successful in sports to come back and give back to the community.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Right.
Absolutely.
And to hear their journey from being like on a buddy league at the YMCA, learning those beginning skills of how to play basketball.
Absolutely. And traditional sports, and the YMCA is involved in so many different youth programs. And what's great about that, and why parents should really strongly consider getting their kids involved, are all the benefits. So life skills, higher self-esteem, mental toughness and resilience, the teamwork and leadership skills that come out from those things, the social and community impact, increasing community engagement, reducing risk of crime and drug alcohol abuse, things like that we want to keep kids out of. The academic success, their ability to achieve in the classroom as well. 10 to 15% higher graduation rates and a higher GPA throughout grade school. And then transitioning out of grade school into college or potential professional life, 5 to 15% higher wages. 78% of the top earners played youth sports. That's a really big number when you start to talk about all of the high-level executives, doctors, lawyers, all these top earners in all these different industries. Hey, did you ever play youth sports? Yeah, I grew up playing, baseball or basketball or soccer or whatever it may be. So many benefits to having your kids involved in youth sports, from the social impact, the civic impact, and then obviously the physical and mental impact as well.
And I have to say, as a parent, it was so cute to see my little kids when they were really young playing on the soccer field. They all just kind of run in a clump from here, and they follow each other. But it makes for fun.
It's almost like a cloud of bees, you know what I mean? You're trying to get away from, like you watch the Peanuts cartoons or something like that. You're like trying to just follow the ball, right?
Exactly.
So that's
where it all begins.
And if you've been able, if you've been able to have that experience, it's such great. And you develop, for me, it was developing also lifelong friendships that I had too from teammates and growing up in those things. So you really cut your teeth and go through the grind with all of these some of your classmates. But about the event, great opportunity to be involved with the community, hear an amazing keynote speaker and Patrick Patterson, be involved with the Y. Again, it's a nonprofit. All of the funds go directly into the youth sports programs there. So plenty of opportunities to get into that, whether you want to buy individual tickets or sponsor a video, a table for you or your business. With that, the timing of this next week, Thursday, November 14th, is the event. Dinner begins at 6:15, but the social hour, which is really important, begins at 5. And just expect to come in business casual, sit down, break bread, meet people, have amazing conversations, and hear some amazing motivational speakers too, to give back to a great nonprofit cause into the community here in the YMCA, which has been here for our community forever.
It's a staple.
And I like where it's located. Check that out. It's going to be in the YMCA.
Yep. So this year in the Phil Cline Center, across from the May building, the main building as people kind of consider it. So across from the May building, Old Huntington High, if you're from this area, is the Phil Cline Center. And again, it's really cool to see the keynote speaker who grew up and has roots here in the community from YMCA Buddy League be right back home. Yeah,
and it's going to be in the area where a lot of these kids in the community play ball, learn to play ball.
And these kids have seen him too, so to them they're like, big, tall celebrity, awesome NBA professional athlete. So like for me, I'm like, hey, Patrick, can I get a picture with you real quick? So I'll fanboy out of these things too, because I'm such a basketball fan as well. So really excited to hear him and to meet him as well.
Well, and as a couple of people that have attended this event year after year, it's just it's very rewarding to go and see the people maybe that work behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see every day that have a passion for helping kids in this area, to grow up in a great spot, set them up for success, and really give them the tools that they need in those sports to succeed and be a superstar like Patrick Patterson. I mean, that's where you learn those fundamental roots. So,
and as skilled and as amazing as all of the YMCA staff is, it's really the passion, the intangibles, the passion that oozes out of them.
They pour their heart into it.
Sure, the enthusiasm and passion, and just being the positive role model for these kids that they can look up to give them a safe space and to develop these skills.
Yeah. If people want to go, how do they get tickets?
Contact Doug Corstange. Phone number is.
I think we might know him, or somebody here might know him.
We'll contact you. But Doug's personal number 304-633-1219, or you can call the YMCA, or you can email him at ceo@huntingtonymca.org for tickets or sponsorship opportunities.
Glad you gave out that number. Susan's been looking for it for a long time.
Yeah, why is he not answering me, his wife?
Got you blocked.
This is a really rewarding event, so please consider going. Yes, and it's all going back to support those kids and their programs. Coach Chris, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Hey,